There's something to be said about simply pursuing an idea. A number of times I've found an idea which, while thinking it seemed great, almost flawless, at least good enough to take action on, and then after some time exploring it, looking at how to bring it to life, the doubt would start to settle, realizing maybe this idea isn't as good as I thought it would be, or, oh look, someone is doing exactly what I was thinking of doing in the exact way that I was thinking of doing it, or this idea is just going to be very difficult to get off the ground. There's going to be a detail about it that is just too hard to work around with my current skill set. Most times I'd just let it fizzle out, put it to the side and just leave it there. No one needs to know of its potential existence, and those who I did end up telling will just easily get used to never hearing about it again. I find that the days that are quiet in the office afford plenty of time to think. The smaller, more thoughtless tasks allow thought to be spent elsewhere. These are the days where ideas like this initially come to pass. More lately, I've been trying to push through that initial roadblock with my ideas. The feelings of doubt still make their way in, but the rationalization is no longer that I should take my time elsewhere. Instead, let's just explore. Let's explore where it takes us. Let's see what skills we might uncover. Not even because it has to succeed, more just because who knows what might come of it. What might we learn in the process? And I think being comfortable with whatever the outcome might be makes that exploration a little bit more meaningful. Accepting that this might not work out how I wanted it to. 3 people might see it and move on and never think about it again, and that might be all. That's okay. This project is a lot of that. The idea was just to create a longer video to document our work. There's plenty of doubt associated with this video. Do people actually want to see this stuff? Is it a waste of time? When Ethan laughed at the cutaway of the opening hours sign, he thought it was a funny one to include. Like, of all the stuff we do, why that sign? It's quite unimpressive or anticlimactic, and I would agree. There's not really much wow. But I noted that was a specific time where I did just rationalize with, well, let's just leave it there. Let's explore the video with that in it and see what it does. See how the video feels. I mean, that's what this is, just a quiet day in the office. These are the things that happen. Even this voiceover. I didn't plan to do a voiceover when I started. It wasn't until after the video was finished and I'd exported it that I thought maybe a voiceover would be cool. The doubt came in quickly on that idea. Does the video need it? Does it take away from the video? What should I even talk about? I ended up just deciding to do it anyway, just to see where it takes me. It's a process I've not done before, so maybe that journey would be good for me. Then I can put the voiceover in, watch it, see if I do like it, ask other people's opinions, make the call after it's done, but not before. I think I was doing a lot of that. Making the call too early that this isn't going to work, and just putting it on the shelf and just forgetting about it. So if you're hearing this, then it was talked about. The video was watched through and the voiceover was considered. But if you're not hearing it, then you're not hearing it. The process, though, was still conducted. I still learnt the things to get there, and I still played it out to the end, but it just didn't make it in. Whatever the reason might have been, the lessons would still be learnt and the experience was still embarked on, but the result was just different. Anyway, this was just an entry into the exploration of this idea. The focus on the journey, not the result. You might hear from me again, but you might not. You might have never heard from me in the first place. Anyway, you can continue watching me work on a quiet day in the office. Thank you.